So I would like to just share some of these, what we call the active centering processes for helping to get into your own coach state, so practices, but also these are things that you can use with clients to help them to get into coach state. And the first is about centering, and a couple of the simple ways is, so you take your right hand, your right leg, cross them over, and find your balance. So it's going to help you to physically find a center. And if you do that 3 times each way, you'll start to get a better sense. Okay, I know where I am. Sometimes you can do this. So that's the first centering. A little bit more active way that will certainly put you in greater contact even with your center is to do what's known as a cross crawl, where you take your right elbow to the left knee and the opposite, and you turn your head. You don't keep the head stiff, you're turning the head. You do that again 3 times. And you should then feel a little bit more present, a little bit more centered. And we say to even kind of get more into that sense of your body, you can just do sort of balancing on one foot. And when you think you've got a good balance, you bring the hands closer. And again, it's actually, you'll find that it's easier if you lift the foot higher and put your hands out farther, it's easier to balance. It actually becomes more challenging when you bring it lower. Once you think you have a good balance, you can close your eyes. And, notice, okay, how connected am I? And again, if you do this 3 times each way, getting your balance, it will become, as you hopefully see, it becomes easier. Kind of descending into body. One other thing, as you might see, also keeping the knees not stiff but loose. It's easier to balance when the knees are loose on one foot. Then we sort of do this process, we say, of opening the channel once I've got the center. And we do that by, you put the hands around the thumbs, you breathe in, and you bend the knees as if you're sitting down. You could say it's almost like you're sitting on a spring. And then you release the spring and lengthen the spine. You're going to go up on the toes and find the balance. And then you can actually even put the hands above the head. So breathing in. Again, each one 3 times. And then when you do that, you should have a fairly, again, not only feel centered and balanced, but have a fairly fluid flow of energy. We say this is like connecting the earth to the sky. So now I often just will finish with a little what I call the Coach State Tai Chi, which is I'll make the gesture and say to myself the words at the same time that I'm centered, or I'm centering, I'm open, I'm opening, I'm aware or I'm awakening, I'm connected, connecting, and then the notion of holding, I'm ready, I'm welcoming. So centered, open, alert, aware, awake, connected, ready. Again, you do that 3 times. Now, you don't have to use exactly the same movements I do. Some people, when they're connecting, maybe they're going to do this. But you want to find it, and idea of the Tai Chi is you want to make the movement with the awareness. It's not just a physical doing, right? You're bringing the awareness and the intention into each movement. And this, I think, it's one of the ways that I prepare myself very quickly, very simply, when I'm getting ready to do something that's going to require, let's say, a higher level of performance. So I hope that's helpful. See you next time.